Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the...
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jacob, also known as Pick Management, here with TJ, filling in with Mark, aka the Canadian Capper. He was found on Driving the Lines, Shoot Your Shot. He didn't win there, but he won our hearts in the long run, and that's why he's here. He is going to be the new weekend anchor for the NHL Betting Insiders. Honestly, guys, I need a break sometimes, so I will be taking the weekends off from the NHL show. And TJ will be filling in. Mark will be doing the main hosting duties, but TJ is one of the most talented NHL cappers out there. He better be, because he's Canadian, and I think they'd throw him out if he didn't know how to bet on hockey. So we are here with TJ. But before we dig into today's best bets, I got to tell you guys about a couple of things every bettor needs in their toolbox. First is the JuiceRoll app. JuiceRoll is a totally free app that automatically syncs to your sportsbook to track your wagers and provide insights and analytics into how you bet. It is one of the most important things you can have, the kind of analytics it provides. You can also follow along with other talented bettors on the leaderboard or their AI betting models, or you can climb the leaderboard yourself and be one of the top bettors on there. JuiceRoll is one of the best out there. I was one of their first 50 users. How about that? And the other one is Rhythm. If you guys want to build NHL models like Mark or really talented other statistical engineers, check out the Rhythm app. Rhythm is a totally free app to sign up to. The link is below, and it lets you build your own models in betting. If you guys want to be one of those analytics-based bettors and find opportunities to really nail some bets, check out the Rhythm app. The link is below. And those are two of the most important things any bettor can do, being able to fast track building models and having real good third-party verification is like super important. If you want to sell picks or anything like that, you better have that shit tracked. So that is JuiceRoll and Rhythm. But TJ, buddy, thanks for filling in for Mark today. Mark is on the road on his way home after a month-long vacation. But Mark's living the good life because he has that algorithm hit at like 70%, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. So that's what Mark's up to. But TJ, thanks for filling in. We're going to throw it right over to you, and we can dig in today's best bets. We are not going to be hitting on these early games because this isn't going to be out on time, but it is a massive slate today. It's like 12 games, so we got 9 more to go through. But TJ, what's up, buddy? And dig right in.
How's it going, man? I'm excited to be here. Excited to be doing weekends with you guys. And looking forward to it. For picks today, I'd just like to first say, obviously, with the trade deadline yesterday, I'm going to dial it back a bit today because a lot of teams are going to be feeling out new lineups, new guys, plugging in and stuff like that. But other than that, got a couple good picks for you guys today, and we'll get into it right now. So first, we're going to go down to Florida. I like them over 3.5 team total at -120 today. They played Calgary. They were moving out a bunch of bodies on defense, and their goalie was unfortunately not moved for them, Markstrom. And I think he's a little bit angry, and he is not confirmed as the starting goalie yet, but he's expected. So I like that. And then I also like with that play that we've been sticking with a lot on my end is Florida raced to 3 goals at -135. So they like to come out and bang bodies in the first period, and there's never a lot of goals. And then second period, they usually are going for the win. So they're trying to put it in the back of the net. So that's a really big angle that I like to ride. Go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, I really like that. Something I play with Florida a lot is I take their 3+ goals in regulation, and I usually parlay that with like another team to do 3+ goals in regulation. You can usually find it between like 250 and like 325. So that paired with another one, you get it at like 120 odds, and it's a really great opportunity to like nail something.
I like that.
What else do you have? I just wanted to jump in.
No, that's fine. For the next game, we're going to go to Chicago at Washington.
Now, sorry. Sorry, TJ. I gotta jump right back. I gotta jump back in. I thought you had more for the Florida game. I am on something for Florida. I am going to take Florida -1.5 here. For most of the reasons you just said, really. I think this Florida team has been super dominant. They've been, beating teams left and right, especially at home. Like they've been on fire lately. Calgary, I get, has been playing a little bit better. 7-1, they're straight up. They have kind of owned Florida recently. 6-1 straight up their last 7 against Florida. But Florida 6-1 straight up right now themselves. They've been hitting the over in a lot of games as well. 13 out of the last 17 versus Calgary have gone over, but they have been dominant against the West so far this year. Teams traveling down to Florida have not fared well. They're 9-2 versus the West right now, and specifically 4-2 versus the Pacific Division, which Calgary's in. So they've just kind of owned it. But lately, Florida, they lost to Philly, but they've had 2 days rest. Before that, they won 6 in a row, and they were taking down some. Besides New Jersey and the Rangers, most of those other teams are pretty mediocre teams that they had been beating, and I put Calgary right in that bunch. So we've seen them score a lot of goals. To go with your over 3.5 in 4 out of the last 5 games, they've hit that. I like that a lot. But yeah, I really think Florida can get it done here, and I like them on the puck line at -105.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, I was gonna add that 4 of the last 5, they've been over 4 goals, so that's why I like the over 3.5 there.
Sure.
One.
No, it's cool. Well, sorry. What else did you have? I knew you were moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. So Chicago at Washington. Fading Chicago for most of the rest of the year. I know Washington's not the greatest team, but I like them in this spot, so I'm going to play them Washington 3-way money line at -125, and then I'm also going to play them on the puck line at +120. So -1.5 +120. They're 3-0 against Chicago in the last 3 games, and they're averaging 5.67 goals in those games. So that's why I'm on those plays.
Yeah, Chicago is one of those teams that you might just want to bet against every single game going forward until they lose again. And currently 1-19 straight up on the road. Before the show, TJ and I were talking about if you were to bet like a penny a day and just double it every day, it's like $10 million after a month or something like that. I'll have to look up what the actual, problem is, but it's one of those like famous math things, right? So some of the trends going on in hockey right now. I mean, if you were to really start to flip these every day, you would be up some ridiculous amounts of money right now. If you played against Chicago every game on the road, for the last 18 games in a row, you would have hit. So something to keep in mind here. Washington playing better lately, especially against Chicago. 8-1 straight up their last 9 versus Chicago. 6-3 straight up overall. And the only team Chicago has beat on the road is Arizona. So, you know what I mean? I mean, the only other team just as bad as them right now. Washington, for me, has been kind of all over the place. So I don't have anything official on this. If I can where I play, TJ, is Bovada, and they offer -1, but only when the game goes live. So I'll probably be jumping on that when the game goes live. Maybe a little sprinkle on the Capitals money line here too. But check the socials later to see if I make it official.
Yeah, I like the number that you're getting because of the struggles that Washington does have, even though it's just a fade completely on the worst team in the league, in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah.
Good on that game. The next I have is Ottawa going down to San Jose. So again, we're fading the San Jose Sharks. They're 15, 40, and 7 on the year, 0-9 in their last 9. Now, unfortunately, Ottawa's 0-6 in their last 6, so we're going to catch them on a bounce here and hope they're going to finally come back to reality there. They are a second-half team. They always have been. I like riding them after they're officially eliminated from the playoffs. Is usually when they start winning, so that's why I like them. -130, I think I said, was on the 3-way money line.
Sure. This is one I can't touch. I was looking at the over here, but Ottawa has hit the under in 8 of their last 12, and they've just been struggling, and I just can't pay that kind of price for a team that's lost 8 games in a row, 6 games in a row, or something like that. 0-6 straight up their last 6, 0-5 specifically on the road. So nothing for me on this one.
The other angle that I like about this was
6.5. I think 6.5 is like a crazy high total for this game.
For San Jose, always. They don't have any goal scorers.
Yeah, and Ottawa hasn't really been doing their part either. So I might be, like I said, take a peek at the socials. There's some games, TJ mentioned earlier, day after trade deadline, we tend to take it a little easy until teams really get a feel for each other for these new moves. But yeah, maybe I'll jump on this either in game or right before pregame. But check pick management later to see.
Yeah, another angle that I like on this, the reason why I took Ottawa is they actually didn't make very many moves yesterday. They only made a move with Tarasenko the day before. So their team
Okay.
held pat, which kind of will give them a little bit of a boost where San Jose sold off.
Sure.
Yeah.
What else you got?
All on that one. So then last game I'm going to go to is my hometown team. We're going to go to Toronto. They're playing Montreal in the Bell Center, I believe. Yeah. So they're on the road. They're taking on Montreal. Montreal sold off their goalie yesterday. A couple other players, and Toronto held pat. They got a couple new players coming in, but basically, I think they're going to have their exact same lineup tonight. No new bodies. I like Austin Matthews, anytime goal scorer, -130. It's a hefty number for a goal scorer, but top scorer in the league right now. So he didn't score last game, and usually he gets one every other game at least. So I really like him. And then another angle I'm taking on this game is Toronto three-way money line. They're 3-0 in their last three against the Canadians. They've averaged over 6.37 goals in those three games. So I like them for -130 three-way money line. And because of that stat that I just gave you, I'm also going to take Toronto team total over 3.5 tonight at -140. So 3 plays on this one. I'm hammering it.
Awesome. Yeah. You better hope they don't lose. No, I'm kidding.
That's an angle you got to take when you're going to do that. So it does happen.
For sure. I am on some stuff in this one as well. I'm taking the over in this, over 6, though. It's a -155. I know it's a little juicy, but I like having a little push protection. I'm okay paying the VIG tax on that. I'm also going to pair the over 3 in regulation for Florida with over 3 in regulation with Toronto. Let me get the final.
Yeah, I love that.
For that. I'll give you guys the exact. It's like -300 and -300, whatever that is. So it's like around -120. But pair those two together for a 2-leg parlay, which I really love here. And then I also like Toronto 3-way, and I'm going to take a half unit on that, and I'm going to put a half unit on the -1.5 as well. So -119 for the 3-way, and the puck line is a plus money puck line right now.
Yeah, I love that over. Toronto's done it themselves in the last 3 games. So
yeah, plus 125 on the -1.5.
That's a great play.
I'm gonna ride the Austin Matthews with you too. I'm gonna play that myself. I really like that. I get it's a little steep for a goal scorer, but against a really awful Montreal goalie, let me see who they have in there.
Montembeault. They traded out.
Montembeault. Okay. So yeah, I just not a fan, and I think that this Toronto team is looking to play better hockey and take advantage of when they play against bad teams.
The last game they played Boston, and it was just a brute. It was just a fight. Like it was back alley, just going at it. So I think they're going to really pound on Montreal tonight.
Sure,
kind of brings the team together.
I mean, the last 2 losses were, against both of their last 2 losses were against Boston. Other than that, Toronto's been playing great. Beat Colorado, beat the Rangers. Love Toronto here. That was it for you, though?
That's all I have for today. Yep.
All right, I got a couple more to go through. Let me get back to my page. The other one I'm going to go to, I like Nashville here. The Preds -170. I'm just taking it straight up on the money line. I just think they're rolling right now. This Blue Jackets team doesn't really have much to play for. I have it projected as a multi-goal win. Right now, Nashville 9-1 straight up, last 10, 14-6, their last 20 versus Columbus. We've seen the over hit in 5 out of the last 5 on the road against Columbus too. So these two are involved in high-scoring games. But Columbus just not. Excuse me. I get they've won 3 out of their last 4, but before that they were struggling. Like they were losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one. They beat Edmonton. I had a couple days rest. They had a couple good wins, but against better teams, they have struggled. And I think this is going to be one of those situations. So I like that. I also like the over in this one. The over is like -145. So I will be on both of those. Did you have any thoughts on this one?
I'd just like to add that I think you're going to have to share that to the social because this game starts in an hour. It's one of the early games. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's funny.
I'll just
I'm
start
the
to your
one that said skip the early game. Sorry, I thought this was a 2 o'clock start. Okay, so
We're doing early games. I'm on McDavid, anytime goal scored, 2 points. I'm sure.
yeah. If you have them written down, you go ahead and give them because we'll at least be able to we'll track them. You know what I mean? So for like show betting purposes, at the end we'll give them out real quick.
Yeah.
The other
For
thing
sure
I'm on
McDavid over 1.5
Okay.
points for probably the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah. Good play. So I'm going to take the Rangers on the three-way. Igor's in net versus Bennington and St. Louis. But I think the Rangers at home are just too dangerous right now. They have been playing great hockey. This is a 7:30 puck drop. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lost my
7:30
page.
in
I
New
was
York.
on the Nashville page. I was had to double check. I wasn't on. Didn't have anything else wrong. So right now, St. Louis 2-5 straight up their last 7, taking on an 11-3 straight up Rangers team who are 6-1 their last 7 at home, 5-2 straight up their last 7 at home versus St. Louis. So I think St. Louis is in all sorts of trouble here, taking on this Rangers team. I'm looking for the three-way line minus 125 to win in regulation. So that's a pretty good price for this one. I might sprinkle a little on the puck line as well. There's a lot of games I like on the puck line tonight, so keep an eye out. I might put out a parlay, puck line parlay that will pay something hefty because you start pairing some of these plus monies together and it adds up quick. So anything for you on this one?
No, I think you are right though that Shesterkin is in net, but it's not
not confirmed. I know.
Confirmed. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, because they have Quick and he's good, so you never know which one.
Honestly, I think Quick is better.
Yeah, career-wise so far, yeah, but he's older. Let's just.
And then the last one I'm going to is the Dallas Stars versus the Kings. So the Stars second period team total over. Not team total over. Second period over 1.5 has hit in like 21 out of the last 22 games. So it is a serious trend that's happening right now. So I will be all over that again. I've been on it the last 2 games. Both have hit, obviously, because like I mentioned, they keep smashing. And yeah, I just think that this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game, honestly, especially because Dallas just played last night, as did. Kings are coming off a rest, but Dallas played last night. So I think the Kings have a good advantage here. But I think we see goals in the second period, so I'll leave it at that. Any thoughts on this one?
No, I like that play though. You're good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna toss it over to TJ. You can mention if you have some early plays. Go ahead and mention them before you give your other ones, and I'll give you mine too, so we can just see what the winners are. But yeah, go ahead and give everyone your plays. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media, and yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so to recap, we're on Florida race to 3 goals. Florida over 3.5 team total. We are going to go with Washington 3-way money line. We're also going to play them on the puck line. And Ottawa 3-way money line. And then we're going to go to Austin Matthews, anytime goal scorer. Toronto 3-way money line. And Toronto team total over 3.5. Also, if any Canadians out there can tell me a book to find that Dallas play, please message me on Twitter because I can't find it.
And where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on X at TJParkerCO6. And on YouTube, I have a show called In 5 that I put on every day, under 5-minute sports betting show between 1 and 2 every day. So 3 to 5 picks, just get in, get out, get your bets.
Love that. Yeah, we really appreciate TJ coming on today and filling in. Great way for him to get his feet wet. You'll be able to find TJ right here Saturdays and Sundays filling in for me on the NHL Betting Insiders. But I'll tell you guys, I'm on Florida 3-way. I'm on Florida puck line. I'm on Toronto minus 1.5. I'm on Toronto minus 3. I'm on Rangers 3-way. I'm on Rangers minus 1.5. And I am on Stars Kings second period over 1.5. I'm probably going to actually take that 2. You get a better price at 2. If anything, we push. But officially it's 1.5. If it hits 200, then it's too official, just to let you guys know. So yeah, and then you guys need to check out the Juice Reel app. The link is below. Totally free app that automatically syncs to your sportsbook to provide insights and analytics into how you wager so you can become a better, climb their leaderboards to be the best, or follow along with your favorite bettors, and you guys can keep cashing tickets. And then if you guys want to build successful betting models like Mark, you need to check out the Rhythm app. The link is below. Fast track your way to being a statistical-based bettor, analytics-based bettor, you name it, all that kind of stuff. You learn it through the Rhythm app. Don't spend years having to learn how to build models yourself and spend all that time and money. Take a shortcut and check out the Rhythm app. Link is below. You guys can find me Monday through Fridays live with Jonathan Coachman and Alan Bell on Driving the Line. You can also find some bonus articles and best bets for me over on Ball is Life and Ball is Life Bets. Otherwise, find me across all socials at Pick Management. This has been the NHL Betting Insiders. We will see you later.
Bullseye hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got